So hey guys, finally I've got the video for the comparison between iPad 10th generation and the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE. So this is the FE model and this is the iPad 10th generation. So to keep the things much fair, I have gone with the iPad which has 128 GB and this is the Tab S9 FE which is also 128 GB. So we both get the same thing in both of these, while there is just slight difference, which is the price. As of right now, the Big Billion Days has led to the price of the Tab S9 FE to drop to approximately 28,000 rupees, which was initially 35,000 rupees. Or if you could get it to, which I got it at like about a few years ago, like I got it for 1 year ago, 1 year and few months, 1.5 year. So this was at 32,000 rupees, and this one is at current 33,000 rupees. So if you compare, the price range is quite similar, and it gets very like into a student's mind and anyone who is doing something, which one of this is worth it. So I'll get into like each and every detail. So for the context, I've been using the Tab S9 FE for approximately 1.5 year, like a regular basis. I have been writing notes, I have been doing everything on this, and I have got the iPad 10th generation recently, like 3 months ago, and I have been switched over to the iPad recently. So I have been trying to see how good or bad it is in comparison to the S9 FE. So let's start with the basics. Both of these iPads, like both of these tablet, comes with a complete metal frame, as you can see, the metal, of course. And on the contrary, this also has the exact same metal frame. So this is the lavender color and that one is the silver color. So I just placed it just in case, like, just for good support. So as compared to the price, I'll get to the most common thing, which is very obvious, the S Pen. The S Pen, you get this S Pen in the box for the Tab S9 FE. But in case of an iPad, whichever you're getting, you don't get an Apple Pencil or anything. If you want an Apple Pencil, for this, either it can be the Type C version, it can be the Apple Pencil first generation or the Type C. It depends on you, and the pricing will depend on that. So if we go for the bare minimum, which is the Type C, which is approximately 6,000 rupees. So let's take the tablet as 32,000 or 33,000. If you manage to get it for 32, you will have to add 6,000 to be comparable to this one. So at present, this one has the first point because it comes with a pen which is helpful in productivity. The Samsung Notes over here, it gives me so much more to integrate with any Windows, Samsung or any other device. I write a note in this and you can immediately, like I'm talking immediately, have it on your Samsung device if you have internet connection to this. And if you have a Windows device, you can also install Samsung Notes to get it there, or you can write anything in your Samsung Notes there and you'll get it over here. So it gets that. But if you want to try out the Apple ecosystem, you can go for this. So in both of these at current, I have been, like you can see, I have quite a few apps installed on these. So these things have been used and regularly used, and let's compare it to like few overview things. If you are a student, very not like general student who just write notes, you can go with either of these both. But there is a catch. If you want to use it for both as your notes and for your, say, entertainment, there is a big difference where this one, being having a kind of rectangular screen, gives you a more filling context. Like I'll show you how it is just in a second. So you can see I have both exact same video running on both of these devices, and I'll go and do this. So in this, you can slightly notice, like I'll show you. Yeah, right now you can see there is a bit of, like, I have got it to the exact same. Right now, I'll play.
Well, I've never seen a company change less than Xiaomi has changed. Maybe that's
Like I've gotten the sound down, and you can see there side by side there is a slight different in the color. Like this one's going a little ahead. I'll stop it, and yeah, you can see it right now. This is what the difference is. You can see there is a slight change in the color, the skin tone and everything. As of right now, see, this one, the iPad has a little milkish effect, while on this one you will have a little, like, yeah, as you can see right away, yeah, see the difference. The glowing pattern in this and this are different. And if I show you very clearly, it will be very much obvious in this frame right now, is that as you can see, the border over here and the border over here, like this is where the screen ends and this is where the video is. You can see how much little of a gap over here and how big of a gap is there. So yeah, this is a drawback. For you can go with the numbers, the aspect ratio and everything, but for a general consumer, I'm talking, yeah, content wise, this one will get a edge over this one. Based on the color, yeah, you will have a little bit of issue in this one or this one comparative to what color you prefer. Like if you see over here, this is the greenish you get on this one, and in comparison to this one, you see both of these are on the same exact resolution, but this one has a little more contrast to this, while this one is little washed out. I'll get you very clear with this. See right now, you can see this is a little washed, while this one is colored, while this one is washed. And if you want, I can put up photos and you can check it out in the drives so that it will be much clearer to you. So this was the first thing which I wanted to point out. Now once I go back in both of these, yeah, very clear thing. Samsung copies Apple or Apple copies Samsung. We can debate on that forever. This thing. If I say have something open over here right now, I'll go and do exactly the same thing. You can see I got this over here and I got this over here. It's exactly the same in both the cases. And from here you get this, while in here you will just have to be a little tedious and you'll have this. So it's exactly the same. Now for the notes based, I'll show you what notes is capable of doing right now. So here you can see I have the Samsung and here is iPad. So in iPad, to write I can go like this and I can write with my hand, or you can use a pen, or you can also go like full screen and write over here as well. Like you use two fingers to move up and down and you can easily write everything, no doubt. If I write 2 plus 3 over here, it will give me a solution, say solve. And yeah, it does gives me, see over here it's written 2 plus 3. If I go 4 plus 5, it gives me something which is the solution over here, see 9. So it gave me, it's exactly the same in the Samsung. If I go over here and I go on, like, yeah, I can write with the pen first thing, but with the finger I can't do anything. I'll have to enable it in the Samsung app. I have to go there and you can search. I have to go there, enable in finger drawing, and you will have different features with this. Like with the pen, it's not the Bluetooth one, first of all. So if I go, the moment I press on the screen, I get this whole bunch of options. Create notes, view all notes, screen. I can write on the screen. I can do a lot of things with the pen. And as comparative to the Samsung and Apple, if I compare both of them, it's very clear that Apple has gone more towards not writing notes but more towards drawing. While Samsung has options, you can like keep on digging through them, and in a year and a half I couldn't go through all the options. They just keep on adding something new after one update after another. Right now I'm running on Samsung's One UI 7 and I've gotten whole bunch of new update again, and I have to again work on those. And yeah, it's very much clear they don't change things that much. They have just changed the way the color showed up, that has been refreshed. While in Apple it's more towards drawing. You can draw things, you can do a lot of things in Apple, but yeah, in comparison, if I have to say the feasibility of the pen, I will honestly prefer the Samsung. Now, if you are someone again who will consume media, the volume on the iPad is very low. Like it comes with two speakers here and here. And I showed you already the screen. While the Samsung also comes with speaker on this side and this side. I'm not taking it out and showing you again. I showed you like they both have the same thing. But I'll again go into YouTube with the same exact video and I'll play you the video. And I'll show you the entire thing, what it is. And I've not even come to the customization in Samsung, as you can see that glowing thing. Yeah, so let's go and play this.
A super tall box with a charger, a 100-watt charger casually in the box, the USB-C cable, and a little insert which has the case.
So you heard this one, now I'm going to make you hear the other one.
A super tall box with a charger, a 100-watt charger casually in the box, the USB-C cable, and a little insert which has the case. A light.
So you heard it right, like you could hear the sound difference very clearly. And it's very obvious that the Samsung is much louder in this case, as I have been trying to figure out why is that so. And I found out that Samsung, when you customize it using the Good Lock app, which I have been using for a while, it helps you boost the volume, which the Apple does not. So I have few things I have been removing, adding. So you get a whole bunch of customization on your Samsung, while in Apple the most you get is you can click on the screen over here, you get this edit, you can go to customize. Yeah, this was a widget. I can go into customize and all I can do is dark, clear and tinted, and I can select the color. While in Samsung I can add whatever icon pack I want. So yeah, here you can see the customization goes to Samsung and iPad doesn't get in the customization class. But if you are someone who is like, yeah, I'll record some video or I'll click some photos with my iPad or my tablet or whatever, Apple just takes the win. You can't compare apples with Samsung. Like as of right now, if I show you, I have opened up this and I'll open up this. These are two different camera setups, and I'll go into the video, and in here you can see 4K 60, while here you can see 4K 30, and here you can see it's 1080p 30. It does not goes to 60 fps at all, while iPad can on its alone record at 60 fps no matter what, 1080p or 4K. While this one, the Tab S9, it has the advantage of front being 4K. Like if I have to show you, I'll just flip it over and you can see over here it has 4K in it, while for this it does not has 4K. It just has 60 as an advantage. It comes with 60, it does not has 4K. So you could see very clearly that which one takes the edge over here. If the front camera is your priority, you can go with 4K. If the rear camera is the priority, you can go with whatever you prefer. Like, the front camera has 4K in the Samsung, while in iPad it has 60. While in the rear camera, the iPad has 4K 60, but the Samsung has 4K 30. So it depends. If you want me to upload the camera quality, I'll also put it in the drive so you can check it out there. Yeah, but on the basis, one more major thing. iPad has 60 FPS logged, while Samsung, yeah, it has 90. I've set it to 90, it stays at 90 and it works at 90. It does not goes on dropping, but in case of performance, Apple takes the win, of course. Much better CPU in that case. So yeah, if it depends on what you are doing, if you want to code, you can on both of these if you attach an external keyboard. While Samsung having an edge with DeX, if you want to use it as a computer or something, you have DeX in this. You can attach a wireless keyboard and all, and you can use it. But yeah, in coding and processing, I would say Apple takes the edge because I have coded few things. I have programmed an AI model on that and it works flawlessly. So you have got the basic things like the iOS and the Android difference, which is always been there. But for the price, if you ask me as a student, I'll go for the Samsung because for this I'll have to invest like say 6,000 rupees just for a genuine pencil. While on the other hand, I have alternative, the Potronics pencil, the Glide 2. Sometimes Spigen has to offer, say at 2,500 rupees, I can get a genuine Spigen one. So it depends on what you want to get and what you have the budget for. But of course, there will be caveats. I haven't tested those out. I have just tested the Potronics one, and it works exactly how the Apple Pencil Type C works. It's just that it's not the genuine. It also has the palm reject feature, which this also comes with. So yeah, based on the display, at first glance, this one has more punchy colors, but when you actually compare them in the exact video environment, you will have a very significant difference in both of these. Like even in this, see it's a background thing, but if you notice, yeah, you can see this one is a little more greenish while this one has a washed out texture. And you can also see both of these are playing the exact same video, but this one has a more cut. Like I can see the entire head of this while I can't see the entire head over here. So yeah, there are slight things like over here you can see the Bulbasaur is not completely there, but in this case I can see. So the media consumption does varies from both of them. And you can also see the iPhone over here. I have it completely pinched the original. It shows original over here, but there is a slight difference. So here you go, I have compared the entire thing possible. If you have some questions in the description, you can just ask. Like if you have some questions, you can ask me in the comments. I'll be happily answering you. So you got the thing. It's the major thing about Apple and Samsung. My Samsung charges at 45 watt. I have charged it with both 45 and 25, which the Samsung supports, and you will have like 15 minutes difference in both. So I use the 25-watt charger, while in this case I got the original Apple 20-watt charger, and yeah, it's fast. I won't say it's not. It's really fast. It's charged really quick. Like I have it set to 80% max, and within, I would say 40 minutes, it goes from 10 to 80 within 40 minutes. So it's fast, but it's not on par with the Samsung. My Samsung on 25 watt takes 1 hour 35 minutes to charge to 0 to 100. And if you want me to do a complete battery comparison test of how long it takes to charge, please tell me in the comment. I'll do it immediately. Whenever it's possible, I'll make the video and drop it. As you can see, like the entire thing is in front of you. I have kept both of them side by side and it's very much obvious. And in my verdict, Samsung takes for the student. If you still want to get in the Apple ecosystem, you can go for it. But exactly the same case, if you can invest some extra money on this, get a pen, it will be well worth it. It comes with a pen. If you want to just get started, go for it. But in case of artist, I'll say artist should go for this one because the screen is just too good for an artist. This one, yeah, it has a slight delay. I'll show you. The pen goes and you can see the slight delay in this, while this one doesn't has a delay. I've used it, so I know that it doesn't has a delay. So you can choose either of these based on your, what you prefer and what you don't, because there are some features which you get on this but you don't get on this one. Like if I click on YouTube, I can just swipe down from here and you can see it comes with a Mac like thing. And I'm actually going to make a video on this, which I I'm supposed to make right now is the iOS 26.1 beta 1, which has just dropped, and it gives few features to it, but I can also notice a little lag in this right now, which may be because of the beta. But here you go, the entire thing and the final verdict I've already given. You can choose whatever you prefer.